The Arab-Islamic world stands at a critical crossroads as an emergency summit convenes in Doha to rally support for Qatar, following a recent Israeli military strike targeting Hamas within its territory. But here's where it gets controversial. Israel insists that Qatar remove Hamas leaders from its soil, while many Arab and Islamic states view the attack as a dangerous escalation threatening regional stability. On September 14, 2025, flags from countries including Afghanistan, Jordan, Azerbaijan, and Qatar waved outside the Sheraton Hotel in Doha, setting the stage for the Emergency Arab-Islamic Summit. This summit, called in direct response to the Israeli strike on Hamas, is scheduled for Monday and brings together heads of state to coordinate a unified reaction to the unfolding events. A draft resolution that will be debated at the summit condemns Israel's attack, describing it as a destabilizing move that undermines peace in the region. The document accuses Israel of attempting to enforce a new reality on the Middle East through force. Interestingly, the draft does not propose any immediate economic or diplomatic sanctions against Israel, though the final statement might evolve as discussions progress. The recent strike reportedly killed 5 Hamas members, according to Hamas itself, but spared the group's upper leadership, intensifying tensions. In a significant development, this event has pushed Gulf Arab states allied with the United States to tighten their political winks, highlighting the strain on relations between the UAE and Israel, which had normalized ties as recently as 2020. Starting the summit, foreign ministers met on Sunday to finalize the draft resolution, aiming to show a strong front in support of Qatar. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Aboulghaid emphasized to a Sharq al-Awsat newspaper that this gathering sends a powerful message. Qatar is not alone, and Arab and Islamic nations stand firmly by its side. However, the situation is far from straightforward. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has not relented under international criticism of the attack. He has pressed Qatar to either expel Hamas leaders living on its territory or take legal action against them, warning that Israel might act unilaterally if Doha refuses. Qatar, meanwhile, holds a significant diplomatic role as a mediator, trying to bring an end to the nearly 2-year-old Gaza conflict. It has accused Israel of actively undermining peace efforts and labeled Netanyahu's actions as state terrorism. Tragically, this tension is underscored by the death of a Qatari internal security member during the recent attack. Adding complexity, former U.S. President Donald Trump expressed dissatisfaction with the Israeli strike, stating it did not help the goals of either Israel or the United States. He reaffirmed Qatar's status as a close ally working toward peace and called the elimination of Hamas a worthy goal. Trump also convoked Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, assuring him that such attacks would not be repeated on Qatari soil. Netanyahu has argued that removing Hamas leaders from Qatar is crucial to resolving the hostage crisis. Hamas currently holds 48 captives from the conflict, and to bringing an end to hostilities that erupted after Hamas's attacks on October 7, 2023. The UAE, a key player in normalizing ties with Israel and a close U.S. ally, responded strongly to the attack and Netanyahu's statements by summoning Israel's deputy ambassador to express its displeasure. The UAE emphasized Qatar's stability as integral to the broader security of the Gulf Cooperation Council, which also includes Saudi Arabia. The impact of Israel's campaign in Gaza is devastating, with local authorities reporting over 64,000 deaths since the conflict began. Israel launched its operations as a direct response to Hamas's brutal assault, which killed 1,200 people and resulted in the capture of 251 hostages. According to Israeli sources, Qatar remains at the center of efforts to negotiate a ceasefire and secure the release of hostages, working alongside the U.S. to find a peaceful resolution. This gathering in Doha not only underscores the deep divisions and alliances shaping Middle Eastern politics, but also raises tough questions. Can Qatar maintain its role as both mediator and sanctuary for Hamas leaders? Is Israel's demand for Qatar to expel Hamas reasonable? Or is it an overreach, risking further regional instability? And what responsibilities do Arab and Islamic states have in balancing support for Qatar with broader peace efforts? These questions are far from settled, making the outcomes of the upcoming summit not only vital for the region, but also a source of spirited debate. What do you think? Should Qatar yield to Israel's demands, or is its role as mediator too important to compromise? Share your thoughts.